Trying to get your attention on this one. Trying to get your attention. Black Man Talk Heavy. So this one particularly need to be shared. If you are anybody, if you're a black woman, you need to share this to as many black men. So press 2 when you share this. If you're a black man, you need to be watching this and you need to be sharing it immediately. My name is Oye's son. I stay in Atlanta, Georgia. And today we're going to be doing this Black Man Talk Heavy. Just got finished watching a piece of this Jaguar Wright interview. And she said about talk heavy. And we're going to address this right now. Okay? Of course, put your name on your team zodiac and what's not your name, but your team zodiac and what city and state you're in. Press 2 when you share this right here. Thanks for watching the replay. Abdul Kul Tafalatat, Wabazun, Gama Farragoon, Shilel Kaloon. I am in the love of all, and all love is in me. I am a part of all, and all is a part of me. And I am one with all, and all is one with me. And I can succeed as a part of all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in all, as long as my wish is to stay in all. I am never alone. All is, I am. All can, I can. All does, I do. Istinje Ilaku. Any black man want to come on here with me as well and talk heavy? Come through. I was listening to Jaguar Wright, this interview that she has. It's like 56 minutes. And the brother said, who was interviewing her, was something about, oh man, getting emotional. And she was like, you don't have any emotions because we've been taught to be void of emotions. And I was like, that's really true. We have been taught to be void of emotions. Salute, King. Salute to the gods. I love you, King. I'm sick and tired of black men using the word no homo. I don't never, ever, ever have to say no homo again in my life. Ever in my life, because I'm not lightweight. I'm sick and tired of black men thinking that they're lightweight. When you lightweight, then your sperm is lightweight. Your nuts is lightweight. Salute, Raymond. Salute, King. I'm sick and tired of black men being afraid to be heavy. When I look at the culture of rap music, how it was, let's show how lyrical you are. Let's show how we can go through thesauruses and dictionaries and be talented, and then it move over into mumble rap and you still pay for it. You have been numbed of your emotions. So then women have been numbed of their emotions. So then when a real king, a real God shining, a real sun in the sky shines on women and triggers their emotions, they get afraid. They're afraid. I just got out of a relationship. I didn't get out of a relationship. A joker just left me in a relationship because I was triggering her emotions. So when I thought about that, when I heard about it, when I heard Jaguar Wright talking about we've been taught to be void of our relationships, but when someone comes in who's not void of emotions, I'm not void of emotions. I'm full of emotions. And it's called passionate. I'm not an angry black man. I am what Jaguar Wright said. I'm what the white man is afraid of. I'm what some black women are afraid of. I am a passionate God who so happen to be black. There's some passionate white gods out here that's balling out right now. But it's time for black men to talk heavy. Stop talking so light, looking around with thinking that she can threaten you, that you're going to sleep on the couch or you can't have no pussy or all this other stuff. You talk heavy. You be a leader when you turn around and to be a line of women behind you. If that's what you're interested in, you really have no business looking behind you. You need to be after the money. You need to be talking heavy. Oh, listen, the only reason so many women can talk so much SHI about men is because you let her. If you're just getting on this video, press 2 when you share this. This is a message every black man needs to hear. Every black male youth needs to hear. Every potential black king that's asleep inside of a dormant black man needs to hear. So press 2 and share this message. This is the most important message of our day and time. When are black men gonna start talking heavy? Raymond, you don't have any emotions to control. We aren't controlled by emotions. That's a trick by this feminist movement. Men aren't controlled by their emotions. Men aren't controlled. We don't have any emotions because the women have been they're void of their emotions. The women that are forced into our face are void of emotions because they will sell out for $1. Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, whoever. They'll do whatever. They'll step on another woman. They'll let another woman transgress them without checking her. So how can the man be ruled by his emotions if women are void of their emotions? So you got to wake your own emotions up, brothers. Black gods, black sons, black kings. You're going to have to wake your own emotions up so you can talk heavy, so you can trigger the dead women out here. Today I definitely, I figured it out. And it ain't really debatable. I'm going to stay with because I have rediscovered my emotions. I'm going to stay triggering women. I really understand why a lot of women have always came to me and told me to tone it down. Because they didn't want to be triggered so they could wake up and be wild. Women don't want to be wild no more. They are afraid to be wild. That's not my problem. Black man, talk heavy. Black man, speak your radical truth. Stop talking light and passive and being worried about that. You'll never have dominion over your realm by talking light. You must talk heavy. Let me go back and catch up. All the ladies on here, you should be sharing this. Thank you. Appreciate that. Detroit, what it do? Represent Team Gemini. My name is Oye's son, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. Today's topic is talking heavy. I'm watching this Jaguar Wright video, and that's the problem. She G-checked the brother and was like, stop talking so light. Like, he was like, oh, I feel that you're so full of wisdom and I could just sit here and learn all day. She was like, you're the black god that the white man has been fearing for well over 600, 700, 800 years. You want to know historically when he started fearing it? When General Tariq crossed the strait and came out of Africa, went over into Spain and just conquered it. And then the Moors held it down for 800 years. He was talking heavy. Word spread like wildfire that the black gods were coming out of Africa into Europe for 800 years. That's 800 years before Christopher Columbus. That's why they always say 1492. Subtract 800 years from that, you'll know when King Tariq came across the strait. Talk heavy. You've been being talked about since King Tariq came in with a little bit of black gods and took over an entire land. He reclaimed it, really. It never really was the white man's or the Spaniards. It was all of the entire planet was ours. And we still out here talking lightweight. Why are we still talking lightweight? Why are you still talking lightweight? I'm not going to encourage any women to be like, support the men who are talking heavy. Brothers, talk heavy, cultivate your spiritual power, get your money. Your queens will show up. You have to do things in order though. So this talking heavy is the first thing to curing the thyroid, to opening up the throat chakra. Why should the throat chakra open if you're going to talk light? Why should the throat chakra open if you talking light and if you lying? Why are women having so many issues with their throat chakra? See, we need examples from one another in relationships. So the example that we're getting from women is void of emotion. No, they're not emotional. That's a lie. Oh, women are so emotional. They're not emotional. They're trying to be void of emotions. A woman who is emotional is a wild woman. She's uncontrollable. A lot of these women so many women are bluffing when they say, I don't want to be in a relationship because he think he can control me. You don't even have no emotions to control. So stop bluffing. You parroting what you heard somebody else say. You're void of emotions. If you are even worried about someone controlling you, you ain't got no emotions. So brothers, when you hear a woman bluffing like that and telling you, I'm emotional, or you think you can control me. What in the world? It's like I woke up in the morning I woke up in the morning and was like, oh, thank God for being here. How can I control a woman? You brothers, you better talk heavy. Y'all done got jacked. Y'all done got jacked. We done got jacked. Because if you got jacked, now I don't believe that whole thing like Martin Luther King and then Jay-Z says that as long as one of us, if all of us aren't free, then none of us are free. Hell you say, Jay-Z. You say you got 4 passports. I ain't never going to jail. That sounds like freedom. Yeah. So don't talk to me. We'll get my charger, but I don't know. I don't want my battery going dead. I don't want the Illuminati shutting this joint down. Y'all finna get this work today. Talk heavy. If you just got here and you haven't shared the video yet, then what are you waiting on? Press 2 if you shared the video. I appreciate it. Cause there's really not no brothers out here talking heavy. Really, cause everybody want to talk about, esoterics. Of course, everybody want to talk about astrology. Everybody wants to talk about, of course, I want to talk about magic, but I'm like, man, ain't nobody really talking heavy like no black man. They might, you can tell, you can tell with some of the, what up, Whitney? You can tell real men ain't really even got to worry about leading either. You know what I'm saying? That's another one, Miss Crystal. Women, you be parroting things so much. You parrot and you say, a real man should lead. Well, if a real man leads, then a real woman should follow. It's really not. Where's the follow school at? If there was a school called Men Lead, the School of Men Leading, then there should be an equivalent school that says the School of Women Following. Then you got the women saying, hey, I'd really like to co-lead with both of you. Historically, there's less leaders at the top and more followers at the bottom. Historically, when you see men who have more than one wife, that's his counsel. That whole thing, that whole council is ruling, but he's the centerpiece. Now, what's going on now? The whole let's negotiate about who's going to be in power. How am I going to negotiate and to even come into a negotiation and be like, I think the woman could be the leader a little bit of the household. You know what I'm saying? She's void of emotions. She's void of emotions. Cardi B, Meg Thee Stallion, a whole bunch of these artists are void of emotion. Hot Girl Summer, they'll do whatever. What happened to Aaliyah? Why ain't no women riding for Aaliyah? What happened? What happened? Sisters ain't riding for other sisters, so how could you lead me? Sisters ain't really riding for the injustices, and I ain't talking about injustices of people that you don't know, like Breonna Taylor. You're getting bamboozled by even falling for that. You're being bamboozled by falling for Breonna Taylor because you ain't gonna never get all the facts. You wasn't there that night. So why are you riding for somebody you don't know when it's somebody that you know that's getting jacked off and you ain't doing nothing about that? I ain't confused. It's just time for brothers to talk heavy. Stop waiting on, that's me. I really don't got nothing. I mean, I'm a coach. I'm moving into high-level coaching with people who want to do high-level things. I can still make messages like this to people who really not quite at doing high level things, right? High level things, it takes dough to make bread, right? So you have to invest in order to get a return. So when you make a $400 investment, you ain't gonna get no $1 million return. To get some water out, you gotta put some water in. Talk heavy. Women do spend more money on coaching than men do. They spend more money on personal development than men do. That's because men ain't out here talking heavy. You're going to have to drop some bread into your personal development. Back this up. I can't see the screen. That's better. You can't work on your personal development if you're not investing in it. You're not going to be able to clear the throat chakra up unless you drop some money and circulate some bread in your personal training, in the tools that you have. Then when this thing open up, this Taurus area, Moon's in Gemini today, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. Moon is coming through, touching my Mars and my Gemini, so you can have it. Black man, when you gonna start talking heavy? I've always, it's such a simp culture. It's funny culture. It's such a mumble rap culture. It's such a I apologize culture. It's such a Crystal says, define submission in your eyes, because I always hear the question, shouldn't women submit? Some men said they want a woman to submit. Some men said they want an equal. So your question is, ask the man, does he have any training? Ladies, you submit to a good plan. You submit to the white man when you go to his job. You submit to when you've been working somewhere 5, 10, 15 years and you ain't never raised your voice at the white man at work, and you want me to tell you what submission look like. You know how many black women have gotten masters and PhDs to go on to work for corporate America and make these corporations billion-dollar corporations, and anytime the white man do something, they don't never raise their voice, but they come home and raise their voice to their black man, or they go home and they ain't even got no black man, and then somebody want to ask me what is submission in my eyes? Submission is what you do to the white man, black woman. When you go to him for a check, and you don't never raise your voice one time to the white man, that means you're submitting to him. So when is your black king gonna see some of the same investment? When you invest into the white man and give him your submission, what does he give you back? He gives you a paycheck. He don't give you no equity stake. Talk heavy, black men. He don't give you no equity stake. He give you a paycheck. And then his dynasty grows, and his wealth for children's is assured by black women giving your submission to the white man and his industry. And the I in industry is for an ideal. So many black men out here got ideals, and the sisters ain't submitting to his ideal. And you say, I don't know if I need to follow him. Why should I? Because your children depend on it. What if he can't lead? So then keep going to the white man. Every time, black brothers, you hear a sister say that bull crap moving forward, you tell her it's okay if you don't want to follow me. Keep following the white man. Keep, and I ain't against white people, but I'm talking about where your loyalty lies. Submission is about loyalty. I submit to my queen with my loyalty, with my genius, with my wisdom, with my trigger finger, with my money. That's my loyalty. Sisters ain't, she said, oh, thank you, never seen it that way. And here's the question. Why hasn't one black woman came up and explained submission the way I just explained it? You don't know what the word trust means, for one. You don't know what the word trust means, and you have all these excuses why I shouldn't trust the black man. while you're over there running the white man's kitchen. You're running the white man's human resources. You're running the white man's management team. You're running the white man's software programs. You're running the white man's infrastructure. You got all them talents. And then you go together with other sisters who took money from the white man, put it into an investment, and then you sisters will go over here and put it in on something and buy something and ask the black man when he gonna come support y'all. Why don't you ask the white man to come support you? Are you submitting to his agenda? Brothers, please let me know if you know of a woman out here that is saying, sisters, let's go get behind the black man's agenda, who is not in the Nation of Islam. Please tell me a woman who is non-Nation of Islam affiliated, who is gathering sisters to say, you know what? We are going to start a movement of sisters leaving the white man's kitchen and going into the black man's kitchen. The interview I am referring, I will post a link to that Jaguar Wright interview. It's the one where she says she exposes the Roots and Common. Just type in go on YouTube, type in Jaguar Wright, Common, the Roots. Hit enter. She's sitting on a gray love seat, 59 minutes long. I ain't even finished. I had to come out here when she said talk heavy. She's sick and tired. I found one woman who's sick and tired of men talking light. Now finally, I get to go out here. She says talk. She told her brother talk heavy. They're not in America, oh ye. My man Tyrese just said they're not in America. He's been around the world. Tyrese, please list 4 countries you've been into so you can validate. Please list 4 countries. Please list the last 4 countries you've been into and that you've been around here dating so we can validate. Yeah. So don't come. Stop coming for me. Women overseas breed different. They breed and bred different. Right. The sisters, listen, I'm talking heavy. Sisters over here bred to give you stress. Don't give me no stress. Stop challenging me on everything I say. You don't challenge your white boss when you go over there, you working at Jimmy John's. When you working at Amazon, you ain't challenging your white boss. When you go back to school and get a master's degree and, you know what I'm saying, or you get a master's degree and can't get a job in your field, and then you go to work at Whole Foods with a master's degree, and the white man tell you, don't be late. You don't bark at him. Or instead of taking a 15-minute break, you take a 17-minute break, and then 2 minutes add up. That's 4 minutes a day times 6 days you work that week. So he called you in the office next week and said you was over your break 24 minutes last week. And you say, okay, I apologize, I'll fix it. You don't bark up and say nothing to him. So don't bark up and say nothing to me about nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Talk heavy, black man. Tina Van, do not say not all of us if you don't have proof. If you don't have proof, we're talking about the majority. We ain't talking about all of you. I'm talking about the majority of sisters are wanting men to talk weak, bluffing when they are talking about what they need from a man. How can you even ask a man what he brings to the table when you eating from the white man table? That's what you comparing me to, what the white man is bringing you? Talk heavy. Oh my goodness. Qatar, UAE, Colombia, Germany, Ghana, Japan. This man his season. He said they aren't. Tyrese, have you been dating women in all these countries, including America? Yes or no? We asking Tyrese right now. Have you been dating women in all these countries and in America? American men and women are bootleg. I'm talking about black men today. I'm not talking about American men. I'm talking about any black man that's not talking heavy to open his throat chakra. This ain't an attack on black women. I'm telling black men why you better start talking heavy. Because if you don't start talking heavy, then you're right. The black woman is not going to leave the white man's kitchen. She's always comparing. The black woman is always comparing. That could be the name of this too. The black woman is always comparing. She's always comparing to her past. She's comparing to other experiences. She's comparing to things she's read. She's comparing to stories that she's heard. The black woman is always comparing, especially in America. But in her subconscious mind and her unconscious mind, she's comparing to her white father who gives her check. That's why the black woman is always coming saying you're supposed to provide for her, because she's comparing you with the white man. Every time a woman says the man is supposed to provide for you, that's a low-key diss. Talk heavy, black men. Talk heavy. She's telling you that you're supposed to do what the white man is doing. She goes to the white man and applies for the job, but all of a sudden, in her mind, she's like, he's going to provide for me. She only gets with the established white companies, though, that can pay her and provide. What if she would have got in on the ground floor? Sisters don't want to get in on the ground floor. That's real talk. They don't want to get in on the ground floor. They don't want to get in on the same talent that they had and that they incorporated working for Mr. Charlie in corporate America. They don't want to bring it to the black man's house. Here's an example. A lot of y'all already know who the black men that y'all would have sex with on Instagram and Facebook. Listen, black men, let me talk heavy real quick. There's 100 black women, right, who all have corporate jobs and master degrees at least, right, who are not in healthy relationships. Listen to what I'm telling you. They got the skills to pay the bills, the skills to run Mr. White Man's billion-dollar corporation, but they are not in healthy relationships with black men. But they want to be, but they are not. Now, these 100 women also look at YouTube and Instagram, and they see me, they see Polite, they see A.A. Rashid, they see the pills, they see all of these brothers out here, and in their mind they've already picked which one they would have sex with and which one they would sleep with. But none of them have made up their minds, I would leave my job, take my resources, and get behind OY's son. So if it's 100 women and it's 33 men that's out there. Let's just say it's 33 men out there that qualify as kings with leadership, delivering content. Why each of them men don't have 3 wives that are saying, we're going to leave corporate America and come get behind y'all? Y'all do the accounting books. Y'all do the human resources. Y'all cook up all the food for the white man. So why ain't 100 of y'all got together and said, we're going to find 33 brothers and we're going to use astrology and we're going to go match up and get with them. And we're going to build something over the next 10 years. We're going to give them children. If we're too old to give them children, we're going to be wise enough. We're going to use astrology and numerology and cartomancy and human design. And we're going to find other women that can give these men children so we can really do what we've been talking about. Instead of just talking. Because I'm not tired of. I'm just no longer listening to black women who work for the white man. I'm talking about my ex just came on here. Hey, baby, she worked for a university. She know how the education system work. She know how to it's guidance counselors. Why ain't black guidance counselors and then white black women guidance counselors and black placement officials in white colleges going and saying, we're going to find this black man and we're going to put 3 wives on this nigga, on this black god, on this black king? What does it matter how many black women or black men are watching this, Alana? Did you share it? Did you share it and did you say it? My message is for you to repeat out your mouth. Sure, you could, if you shared it on your page, thank you. But then when I finish, are you going to make commentary about it? Are you going to go back and watch parts of this video, take segments out and post it and be like, right here, I agree with this right here. That's the part I'm looking for. Mr. Charlie. I'm going to go back and catch up. I haven't posted. Oh, I do have the YouTube. I think I just posted it. That's it right there. That video right there. Hold on, let me go back and catch up. Because I got food to cook. I got to cook my own food out here. I wish I had two sisters that would come through my house and be like, yo, we was going to let you work and we was going to come cook for you. Don't even worry about giving me no cootie cat. You can keep it. Can you just come through here and cook for a brother? Be like, yo, I'm going to make you enough food that's going to last you 3 days. Jennifer going to come through here and she going to make you enough food that's going to last you so and so many days. Or you come through and say, you know what? I made enough food at my house. I just come through and just drop it off. Here you go, King. You can manage the white man's kitchen though, and his HR. That sun is moving, ain't it? I love it when it does that. I can't see. I can't see though. I'm trying to see. Hold on. The battery came out and all of that. I mean, not the battery, but the plug. Slide it over here a bit. Okay. Okay, here we go. There ain't nothing more stimulating than a man that talks heavy, especially to a woman that's full of ambition. Thank you. I want to see the ambitious. You can be ambitious and submissive at the same time. White corporate America is full of submissive, ambitious black women. Boy, I should do a whole nother video. What's a submissive, ambitious black woman? Ooh, somebody inbox me that. That'd be my topic for later on tonight or tomorrow after I finish working. The first black nation to fight, Haiti. We ain't talking about history here. That don't mean anybody talking about history. I'm glad you're proud of Haiti, but what are you gonna do now? The roles in relationships aren't as confusing as it is in America. I don't know what you're talking about. That's building a unit as a whole, and I can dig that. Word. Mr. Charlie, worker versus wife. Because the alpha masculine in the marketplace and because they alpha masculine in the marketplace and in the home. Ooh. Black men, y'all better start talking heavy. I can't even participate in a conversation like that where a woman come and ask me what I bring to the table. You can't even set a table. When last time you set a table for a black man? You set a table for a white man, but you ain't set a table for a black man. Gone somewhere. What are you doing? Well, somebody like, who wants to come on here and have some commentary with me before I go? Nobody has. Y'all doing a bunch of typing. Does anybody want to come on? Because, you know, you can bring some folks on here. A lot of folks is like, oh, my goodness. I don't know if I can hold on to that pressure that he kicking out right now. I love to hear some feedback from some of the sisters who've been on here watching for a second. That would be marvelous. Might not happen though, but it's okay. Talk heavy. Ooh, what about the healthcare? You know how many intelligent black women is in the healthcare field? Running the white man's hospital? Good gracious sakes of life. No. We have to get our own, we have to get our house together. We have to get our house together. That's why I want brothers to talking heavier. then the sisters can hear you. But like I said, it's some heavy talkers out here, and the sisters still ain't responding, in kind. They just sitting back watching. They afraid to leave Mr. Charlie's plantation. They're afraid. They're afraid to stop submitting to him. If I stop submitting to him, then what am I gonna do? Woo, woo. Okay, Mercedes is on here. Tim is on here. Darwin, Tiffany, Tyrese, Keoka, Aja, Craig. Does anyone like to come on to this conversation and jump on here real? Oh, my man Craig just go. Woo. We're gonna have to start having this dialogue way more often. Way more often. Si, senor. Way more often. That's the only way. We gotta start talking heavy. My man Tim Reed, he talks so heavy. The sisters just be like, man, he talking too heavy. He got this. He's such a scientist. He's such an alchemist. That's all he talk about. He talking heavy all the time. He should have 2, 3, or 4 wives. He shouldn't know any. He shouldn't be even talking about no stove, no oven, cooking. As much money as this brother, as much talent. A talented man shouldn't have to cook for himself on a daily basis or order food and things like that. A talented man, a real talented man, he shouldn't have to. Because he's going to bring in way more money than any of you women could ever spend in your lifetime. A man making $1 million a month, let's take a zero. A man making $100K a month, should he be cooking? I just asked that question. If your man, I'm typing that on Facebook. I'm finna get off here and put that on Facebook. If your man is making $100K a month, should he have to cook his own meals? Not he don't never have to cook, but if he's self-employed, work for himself, ain't got no boss, and make $100K a month, should he have to cook his own meals? Listen, I'm just asking. This is a yes or no question for those of you who are on here. Oh, he could be a beta provider though. Oh yeah, I'm just wanting to know from the ladies who are listening, if a man is making $100K a month, that's $1.2 million a year, and he don't work for nobody else and he call his own shots, is that enough for you to come in the kitchen and cook him some food twice a day? You ain't stuck in the kitchen. I'm slaving over this hot stove. Slaving means you ain't getting paid. The person who eating your food is a millionaire. The next year he should be able to double his annual income to $200,000 a month, which should take him then to $2.4 million a year. Will you cook for a man that makes $2.4 million a year? There is no conversation about no bills no more. I'm just asking a question. Some women struggle with submission because they think it's about being controlled and not having a voice and the power to make decisions on their own. Excuse me. But the reality that the true submission to the man primarily encompasses respect. Respect his plan for building by not undermining it with a secret plan. Woo, talk that talk. As if anticipating his failure. Oh my, can you please come on here for a second? Can you please come on here, Lavette? Lavette just said, she said some women struggle with submission because they think it's about being controlled and not having a voice and the power to make decisions on their own. But the reality is that true submission to your man primarily encompasses respect. Respect his plan for building by not undermining it with the secret plan B, as if anticipating his failure. Brothers, you better talk heavy, because the sister said it's a lot of black women out here that anticipate your failure. So how many sisters have a secret plan? She with you. She say she backing your plan, but she got a secret plan as she anticipates your failure. She doesn't think that you're smart enough or wise enough to be able to recoup if you fall. So she got a secret plan. She got a secret stash of money. She got a secret envelope of umbrella account over there. These are true facts. That's why I'm talking heavy about it today. I got some yeses on here. Some people ain't even reply. He's out providing for both of you, so you can't. So why can't you feed the both of you? That's an excellent question. That is an amazing question. Hypergamy moves. Y'all know what hypergamy is. Skibo. Woo. What up, Frank? I love you, kings. I love all you kings. Talk heavy, black man. Stop talking like a girl because you've been around girls your whole life. Talk heavy. Talk heavy. Because if you start talking heavy, then God can hear you. You so worried about, we've been spitting at women so long. I know I've been, as we used to say back in the street, man, I'm going to go out here and holler at these hoes tonight. How many hoes you holler? Man, let's go over there and holler at these hoes. So if I had all this talent for hollering at these hoes, now then I move to, I'm going to go build in the cipher with these queens. Or I'm going to go over here and hotep it up, you know what I'm saying, with the goddesses. If I got all that, why can't I talk heavy and let God and my ancestors hear my voice? I'm sick and tired of hollering and building. I'm going to talk heavy so the gods that I serve can hear me and we can get something done. Right. My priorities have changed so much today. I'm going back in and cook this spaghetti because I got to cook for myself. If you in Atlanta, you want to drop me some food off today that'll last me to the rest of the week, yeah, I'm cooking. I can cook. Why is it so sexy? But guess what I can really do? I can make 100 bands a month if I had somebody that could keep me out the kitchen. That's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if I would let a woman stay with me. Should I just go find somebody who like can cook but unemployed? And be like, I'm gonna give you an equity share of this what I'm about to build? Is that what you gotta do? Why is it you gotta give an equity share? The white man ain't giving you no equity share. You over there slaving your butt off on his joint. Then you look at my man's over there and be like, you ain't working, so you got to go. Who working for who? You want him to go work for the same master that you do? You want him to submit to the same master that you submit to? Why you can't submit to him? Take the skills you learned from Mr. Charlie and give it to your black man. Black man, talk heavy. Talk heavy. Whatever, Skibo. However, whatever. I ain't even stressed about platforms no more. I'm stressed about this message. Talk heavy. Because somebody better talk heavy sooner or later. Hi, Monique. Yeah. Black men ain't talking heavy enough. Not the equity. Yeah. We have to teach the queen the difference between a hard rock and a precious stone. No. I'm not teaching her nothing. I can't teach nobody nothing who don't want to learn from me, Seafood Bryant. Nobody can learn from me. I can't teach somebody who doesn't want to learn from me. I will not. I will not try to bend my lesson to try to get somebody to accept what I'm teaching and they have a secret agenda and they really don't want to learn from me. Go learn from whoever you want to learn from. Don't stick around me if you really don't want to learn from me. You only could teach. Brother, that ain't my fault that they don't know their value. Yes, they do know their value. They getting a check from the white man. They, at the bare minimum, that's their value. At the bare minimum, that's their value. No, man, I ain't talking about broke black women. I'm talking about women. This whole conversation has been about women with some bread, masters, women with bachelors, and PhDs who make over 100 or 200K per year, who run the white man's industry to perfection, where he makes billions of dollars in his ideals that she implements for him. Industry, ideals, implementation, all run by the black woman who's being well compensated, who's getting a raise and a bonus every year, who is not in a harmonious relationship with the black man. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to at the top. See, King, we're not talking about the sisters who ain't got no bread right now, who just talking, who ain't really got, you understand it, but you ain't really got the monetary power to really make a move. I'm talking about the sisters who got the power to make a move, who are bat crazy because they ain't got no man. But they want to have sex, though. They want a man to come beat it up and then he go home to his crib and she keep her stuff. Absolutely. Talk heavy, black man. Please press 2 if you just got here. If you have not shared this video yet, share the video, then press 2. Haven't introduced yourself, please let me know what city and state you're from and what your team zodiac is. I'm OE Sun, Team Taurus, Atlanta, Georgia. The moon is in Gemini, so of course I'm spitting it like this. This is really relationship science. Thank you, Mercedes. I've learned plenty from following you these last few years, a whole other mindset from where I was. Would you like to come on for a second and talk about it? Hi, Candace Clapp. Have a conversation with a brother talking heavy today. Kane, I'm at work. Mr. Charlie might get me. Where the stand-up chicks at? Libra gang, supplying information. Most of them don't know their identity. You are making excuses for women. The name of this video, Seafood, is Black Man Talk Heavy. Stop talking about the women and why they ain't doing what they doing and address black men. This is Black Man Talk Heavy. I'm not talking about what the black woman needs and what the black this and that. The black woman needs us to open up our throat chakra and talk heavy and grab our nuts. That's what she need. She don't need me to keep telling her, do this. And I'm not telling her nothing else. If she can take a sperm and make a whole baby and have it on a bathroom floor, then she can also create a $1 billion company, because I've seen her do it with the white man. So when can she do it for me? When can she do it for me? When can she do it for you? I'm not going to sit out here and keep talking to her like, oh, she doesn't know her value. That's propaganda. It's propaganda. What are we doing? What up, Megan Rivers? I'm about to get off of here. Y'all just want to type. Y'all don't want to come on here and talk. Y'all, Mr. Charlie got y'all where y'all listening, but you're still passive. You're still submitting over there to what he got going on. Out of all these folks, nobody came on here and was like, you know what? I just want to come on here and just get on the screen and be like, you know what? You're right. You know what? You got a point. It's okay. We'll just do it like you're regularly, you're regular. But no, the thing is that this is new training. Most time when I get off my videos, what do I say? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1, don't ever do this again. I didn't get nothing from this. 10, please put this on here and let's get it. Listen, it's so easy for a black man to get his ish together. It's the easiest for him. He already know he's hunted. All he got to do is open up his mouth and grab his nuts. Mercedes, when you kick Mr. Charlie to the curb, are you going to take the skills that you got from Mr. Charlie and put it behind a black man or two? That's your question. For those of you sisters who are sick and tired of working for Mr. Charlie, when you leave Mr. Charlie and got your bread right, are you going to go team up with a black man and submit to him the way you submitted to Mr. Charlie? So like right now, some people are on here watching at work. So they won't pick up their phone and get on live while they're working. Is that the same way where you put your phone down when the black man walk in the room and pay him full attention so you won't get in trouble? If the white man say you can get in trouble for having your phone on the floor, then black women put their phone in their pocketbook. But when they come around a black man and then the black man say something, they on the phone. They ain't listening to him. Oh, I can listen to them. Acacia, talk about it. Uh-oh. Captain AK done came into the building. No one really wants to team up. I want to team up, Acacia. For real, for real, for real. So I'm speaking it because I'm going to speak it into my existence, just like Polite did, just like Baba Kalinde did. I have learned a lot from you. I appreciate your wisdom. Are you going to team up with me, though? Are you going to come in this kitchen and cook while I can go and make us $100,000 a month? Or are you going to go and get in any black man's kitchen and support him while he makes you $100,000 a month? Yeah. I think the skills I've learned from your classes and lives will be more beneficial. All of it. Take what you got from Mr. Charlie too. All of it. Acacia's like, I have a class and I'm about to eat lunch. Keep it up. Let me tell you, Baba Kalinde told me, who had 3 wives and multiple girlfriends at the time he ascended. He didn't have one girlfriend. He had multiple girlfriends. He had a wife, multiple girlfriends, and there wasn't no conflict going on. Not with him, but anyway, Baba Kalinde said, a woman's DNA is programmed for poly. I agree. Her DNA, but her conscious mind has been invaded by the matrix. And now she says, I must have one and only one because I must continue to compete. I must continue to compete against other men and other women. And so my relationship is not really legacy building. It's really just, can I keep him for myself and keep him from sticking his wiener in another woman? Wow. Where's the team up? Like Tim said, women, let's team up. But you keep teaming up with these beta males, ain't that right? They keep teaming up with these beta males. Beta males ain't just go get a degree, get some money, bring it home, give it to you. They don't talk heavy though. Beta males don't talk heavy. I'm in my bag right now. I gotta go though. Hey, I love you all. I love you queens who shared this video. Thank you so much. Thank you, Acacia, for coming through. Go on and get the class and get it popping. Who's on here right now? I can go and I can go. Is it a way you can go see? Big shouts out to Tim, Mercedes, Aja, Crystal, Teresa, David, Candace, Nemat, Mickey Muller Jr., Shaquille Thomas, Shanta, everybody else. Nathan is in the building. Big shouts out to everybody who took time out their day to come over here and holler. What up, Aja? I love you more. Nah, you go back from the beginning. I came in hot. Still hot. I got things to do though. Team Sagittarius, I would catch the replay, love. Right. You gotta practice. Women, you gotta practice. Really, women, you already know how to submit. You've been submitting to the white man. So don't sit there and say you gotta practice on submitting with the black man. Oh, Lord, it's so funny. I love you too. I could really get into clown mode, but I ain't. So, if you were offended, that's on you. Other than that, we're fine. What up to Sarah Nisbet? Please go catch this from the beginning. Also press 2 if you share this video. Drop it like it's hot. Much love, Team Aries, to you, for sure. Just had that big full moon in Aries. Oh, I'm going to be in Oakland, California from the 30th of October to the 5th or 6th. All right. So there'll be more details about that coming. So if you're in the Bay Area, that's San Francisco, Redlands, all of that, we're going to be over there. We're going to be doing something crazy. Me and Baba Mudu is coming to speak. Entheogens, ancestors. The topic is going to be Ancestors Walk With Me. It's going to be crazy. All right, I'm going to holler more of this message later. Black Man Talk Heavy. Anabakoa Gejala Kiminka, Tatia Tezara, Kabel Renard, Amcha Sagvanu, Tahara Nunara, Nagibor, the Shea Yegadeka, Kavava Shamran, Barkam Taram, Rakame, Tazika Taker to meet Gamna, Kasim Kadosh, Bararu Tufka, Nahel Taker, Yakib Gehel, Chapanez, or Craig Katushka Taker, Shavatanu Kabel, Ushma, Tazakatanu, Yodea Talamo, Baruch Shem, Kavo Makuto, Lalam Vae, Mama Ayana. Oh, I'm talking heavy in this one right here. Yeah. Y'all come please check this out from the beginning. Big shouts out to Mama Ayana, my business partner, and my mama, and a true queen who was out here talking about it. She one of the reasons why I'm talking so heavy. Some of y'all would think it's greasy, but if you take your skills and lay it down, you'll see different results. You get different results when you take your skills and invest them in different people. If you keep investing your skills in the white man and his job, then how your man gonna ever feel the confidence the white man has? You know how confident black women make white men? By pouring into their jobs, pouring into their industries. The white man got so much confidence. The white man is so confident. Talk heavy, black man. Why? Because he got all the sisters supporting him. And then they want the black man to talk about grab your nuts. Really? Black man, what you bring to the table? How I'm going to bring something to the table? You continually submitting to the white man, and you got a backup plan. Your B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J plan is to go back and take your degree and go back and work for the white man. Where's your primary A, B, and C to back a black man? Back a black man. Ooh, I need to make them shirts. Back a black man. Sisters, back a black man. My. Talk heavy. Talk heavy, brothers. I'm going to holler at y'all. I love y'all. Peace.